Tammy Abraham and his Manchester United move is definitely what we are talking about. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the United chapter. And make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related, right about here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu Kaus, as we are talking about Tammy Abraham, who's played for quite a number of clubs, including some Premier League clubs like Chelsea and Aston Villa, I must say, but also he's been playing for Roma, and Roma came up with a big price tag on him, and Manchester United definitely had to respond. Anyway, let's talk football and let's talk transfers. As you already know, that Manchester United has been in scarcity of a striker. A wonderful striker is what Manchester United have been looking for. Manchester United have been looking for a very, very good striker. After you already know that, you definitely already know that Wout Figos is definitely out of the picture, with him set to return to Besiktas, as he was loaned to Besiktas from Burnley, and from Burnley he was loaned, and from Besiktas he was loaned to Manchester United to something like 2 point something million, 2.8 million around there, and he did not impress Manchester United, as Manchester United players have definitely expected him to score quite a big number of goals, as he had an exceptional performance in the World Cup. We thought possibly he would come to Manchester United and perform even much better, but things didn't go on as planned. So Manchester United is definitely left with no other choice than getting one that is going to come and bring a direct impact. It will be remembered that Tammy Abraham scored the last, not this season that has just ended, the previous season, he scored around 17 goals, and that was definitely quite high. And this season definitely also he's definitely also played quite well, and there are quite a big number of clubs that want Tammy Abraham. So looking at the statistics of Tammy Abraham and what he's definitely capable of doing, I think we should talk about the Premier League, because that's where he was in the Premier League, and also he's definitely going to be returning to the Premier League. When he was at Aston Villa, he managed to score he scored 26 goals and made 3 assists in 40 appearances. You definitely can see how good he definitely is. And let's see Chelsea. He played for Chelsea from 2015 to 2021, and definitely scored 15 goals. He didn't score in 2016 because he had only 2 games, and then 2019 to 2020 he scored 15 goals in 4 appearances. Then 2020 to 2021 he scored 6 goals in 22 appearances and made a magic 1 assist. Anyway, I think he's a very good one, and if Manchester United is willing to pay the £40 million that AC Roma definitely wants, then there is nothing wrong in that, because he's regarded one of the best. He's one of the best that any club can definitely have. So there's quite a big competition for him, but also we should see Manchester United has 3 options of strikers. There is Victor Osimhen, who is a Napoli football player who's played very well recently, and also there is Harry Kane, who is a record breaker, and then there is Tammy Abraham, whose statistics I've just told you. And so those 3 strikers, I think Manchester United cannot manage to get 2 of them. Manchester United is going to be able to get 1 of them. And there is no striker that is going to come and go on the bench out of the 3, meaning United is going to make a crucial signing. I don't know whether you know what I mean, but United is going to make a crucial signing. If you sign a player who's not going to score goals for you, then you could have a bad season, and that's what could happen to Manchester United if they sign a bad striker. So Manchester United is going to be, I think they are going to be a bit careful with whomever they definitely sign. And I think the fact that Tammy Abraham is in the picture, we need to compare Tammy Abraham with the likes of Harry Kane, and also with the likes of Harry Kane and the likes of Victor Osimhen. So looking at let's look at statistics of Victor Osimhen right about now, and we see how good he is and whether he could definitely be a better football player or better signing than Tammy Abraham. But Tammy Abraham is well respected in Europe, I must say, for what he's done over there, and also he's got some statistics in the Premier League. But remember that season 2020 to season 2023 at Napoli, Victor Osimhen, who could be ending up at Manchester United if United don't get this gentleman, Tammy Abraham, he scored more than 20 goals. You know what I mean? 20 plus, that's definitely magic. And in season 2021-2022, he scored 14. Season 2020-2021, he scored 10 goals. You can definitely see that this football player, Victor James Osimhen, has improved his game from 2021 to recent. You can see 10, 14 and 20 plus, definitely that's quite great, and I think he would definitely be the realistic point of view now. Tammy Abraham is a good one, is a very good one, and understands the Premier League, but I think Victor Osimhen will definitely be a better striker to sign. But Tammy Abraham is also good. He's also okay if he gets into the management of Manchester United. If he gets to the management of Eric Ten Hag, he definitely could improve himself, and we could see him scoring even much more goals than he has scored for Roma. So let's see. We also need to look at Harry Kane and also compare him to Tammy Abraham, and we see exactly what we could definitely be getting out. Harry Kane, you definitely know, if you're talking figures, number of goals scored, definitely none of the two will beat Harry Kane. He's got quite a big number of goals on him. He's proved, or even Tottenham Hotspur has been at their worst. Harry Kane has always managed to see the net. That's what makes him an exceptional football player. And I've always said, Harry Kane, you can compare Harry Kane to Ruud van Nistelrooy. He won't do quite a lot with the defensive bit of it. When you're defending, he's not so much interested in helping out the club. He can, but on rare occasions. But give him the ball one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and you'll see what he's capable of. He'll definitely not miss out. So let's see how many goals Harry Kane has. Already season 2022-2023 scored more than 25 goals. And let's see, from season 2014-2015, he scored 21 goals. In fact, 4 appearances, they had 25 goals. In fact, 88 appearances in 2019-2016. 29 goals in 30 appearances and 7 assists. This was magical. Then season 2017-2018, he scored 30 goals in 37 appearances and also made a wonderful 2 assists, and that was also a great thing. And you can definitely see that 17 goals were scored in 28 appearances in season 2018, season 2019. And season 2019, season 2020, he managed to score 18 goals in 29 appearances and managed to make 2 wonderful assists. And you can definitely see that in season 2020, season 2021, he managed to score 23 goals for Tottenham Hotspur in magic 35 appearances and a wonderful 14 assists. Definitely, that is massive. That is great of any football player. And soon 2021, soon 2022, he managed to score 17 goals in 37 appearances and also made a magic 9 appearances. Then recently, he scored more than 25 goals and definitely he played almost all games. He's definitely a very wonderful one. He's a great one. And I think Manchester United, out of the 3 football players, whom should Manchester United buy? We also need to look at age, the aspect of age. But before we go to the aspect of age, Tammy Abraham and uh, Harry Kane, whom should I think as when we talk in numbers, I told you earlier that a Hurricane is incomparable, and we're talking about numbers. Bring him to Manchester United, pay the amount of money that Tottenham Hotspur want, because it's around 100 million, and he'll just come and score for you the number of goals you definitely want in the season. If you want 30 goals, if you're in a good club like Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes, who's ready to give you the passes, you can score definitely with nice football players in there. Nice football players. Manchester United has great football players, I must say. So if Tammy Abraham gets to Manchester United, actually not Tammy Abraham now. If Harry Kane gets to Manchester United, he can score quite a big number of goals. But not forgetting that putting in consideration Tammy Abraham and Harry Kane, I think Manchester United would be in a better position of getting Harry Kane, because he definitely has proved that he is a GOAT in the Premier League, greatest of all time when it comes to scoring. He definitely does the magic. So I think it's going to be a brilliant one. I think it's going to be a good one. And also we need to put to consideration about age. How old is Harry Kane? Let's see. Harry Kane must be 29 years of age. I must say, yeah, he's 29. And then we need to look at Tammy Abraham and also Victor Osimhen. Let's look at Victor Osimhen. Is definitely very young. Victor Osimhen, he's in his 20s, early 20s. He's 24 years of age. Then Tammy Abraham. Let's see. Tammy Abraham's age is 25. So, you can see Victor Osimhen is 24. Then 29 Harry Kane. Then 25 Tammy Abraham. So you can see the age difference. I mean, Harry Kane can still play for more 4 years. But you've got this 25-year-old who can play for more 10 years. You can tie him. If he's bringing in results, you can definitely tie him. And then you've got Victor Osimhen, who's 24 years. Definitely experience is needed, but all of these football players are experienced, but not as Harry Kane. He's older than them, and he's also scored very many goals in the Premier League. So he's got quite a lot of experience behind him and in front of him, so surrounding him. So you can definitely tell that it could be a better thing for Manchester United to get him. But I think if United go for Tammy Abraham, then we definitely know the reasons as to why. Because Harry Kane, right about now, is at high competition. There are loads of clubs that definitely want him. And also, leaving Harry Kane aside, Victor Osimhen is also being hunted for by a number of clubs. So it could be looking into things this way, that you want a football player who is not really on high demand, and his price is not that bad, because Victor Osimhen is 100 plus million pound, and Harry Kane is 100 plus million pound. And then Tammy Abraham is 40 million pound. That is really realistic. Tammy Abraham's price is really realistic. 40 million pound, I must say, isn't bad, because 40 million pound, instead of spending 100 million pound on one football player whom you're not very sure whether he'll come and perform, do the magic for you. I think if you buy two football players in that could be a little bit much better, and you can get these football players play the way you want them, and even when they are not already stars, you can always make modifications, more especially if you've got Eric Ten Hag on your side. Otherwise, I think Tammy Abraham could be moving to Manchester United, as United have definitely got very interested in him. Just make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've definitely got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related, right up here at the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, as I tell you, thank you and goodbye for now.